He can make you laugh, think, and feel a little uncomfortable. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cringiest Pete Davidson moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at Davidson's most awkward, uncomfortable, or even insensitive incidents. We're considering moments from performances, live TV, radio, and social media. Number 10. Open mouth chewing on camera. Nobody likes seeing someone chew with their mouth open. Unfortunately, millions of viewers were witnesses to this bad habit thanks to Pete Davidson. During the 2018 Video Music Awards, his then fiancée, Ariana Grande, received the award for Best Pop Music Video. As she walked on stage, a camera caught Davidson chewing gum with wild abandon. A later shot revealed that he was still going at it while Grande gave her speech. You'd think someone who's on live TV weekly would be more careful about being caught with his mouth open. Then again, it's completely possible that Davidson didn't care who saw his tonsils.
Being mentally ill is not an excuse to act like a jackass.
Number 9. His ambiguous cutie comment. 4 years after Ariana Grande's grandfather passed away, she posted an endearing old picture of them together on Instagram. Later that day, Davidson commented, "Oh my god, what a cutie," on the photo. An impassioned section of Grande's followers called him out for trying to compliment his then fiancé during a somber occasion. Davidson replied that his remark was aimed at her grandfather and criticized people for trying to start drama. Although his cutie comment is open to misinterpretation, zealous commentators might be more to blame than anyone here for this awkward exchange.
Yeah, I got a death threat.
Because
someone wanted to shoot me in the face.
Like a legitimate death
because
threat.
She's so hot.
Well, of course.
You know how insane that is?
Number 8. Dissing Bieber's dad. Justin Bieber's dad, Jeremy, isn't considered to be the most upstanding individual. He's gotten in trouble with the law and even walked out on his pop star's son for a while. This gave Davidson enough reason to make a blistering joke at the Justin Bieber roast. Meeting Jeremy Bieber was apparently so terrible, it made Davidson happy he grew up without a father. The punchline drew both laughs and gasps from the crowd, one of those moments when you're not sure whether to laugh, cringe, or maybe a mixture of both.
And I always regretted growing up without a dad. Until I met your dad, Justin. Now I'm glad mine's dead.
Number 7. Instagram kiss?
I thought you into my life. Look at my mind. No better place or time. How they align.
Davidson and Grande weren't exactly shy about their relationship. The engagement ring, their declarations of love, and the constant talk about their bedroom habits. Needless to say, the public didn't need to see more of their PDA in this awkward Instagram video. In the post, Davidson goes in to kiss Grande tongue first. Instead of moving away, she turns, enabling his tongue to go on top of hers. Thankfully, the video ends before we see more of their unorthodox kissing style. It's a short post, but the image of their tongues crossing was forever burned on the back of some people's eyeballs. Number 6. His Hillary tattoo reveal. What's the best way to show your support for a politician? If you're Pete Davidson, the answer is new ink. In 2017, he showed off his new leg tattoo of Hillary Clinton on Instagram while calling her a hero in his captions. The tattoo itself isn't atrocious exactly, but it's not easy to tell who it is at first glance. While a few of his followers roasted the political ink, Hillary herself responded with her seal of approval.
Oh, when Hillary Clinton wrote back, I freaked out. That was sick. That's so cool. I can't believe she saw that. Or whatever assistant saw that and wrote back on her behalf.
No matter what people think of the unconventional tattoo choice, Davidson will always be able to take comfort that his hero was a fan.
She's just dope. She's just a dope person.
Number 5. His response to the Aretha Franklin funeral controversies. During Aretha Franklin's funeral, Ariana Grande was subjected to a couple of questionable encounters. After Bill Clinton appeared to check her out, Bishop Charles H. Ellis III made a cheap joke about Grande's name before placing his hand on the side of her chest.
Did y'all enjoy this icon? She's an icon herself. Come on, make her feel loved at Greater Grace Temple, the city of David.
When Davidson was asked how he felt about both incidents on Howard Stern's radio show, he joked about how proud he was seeing Clinton's eyes glued to Grande and opined that the bishop's hand placement was probably unintentional. This enraged some Ariana fans, who felt he was objectifying his then fiancé. Number 4. The time he called Syracuse trash. Davidson's reaction to the Aretha Franklin funeral affair wasn't the only controversial part of his Howard Stern interview. In 2018, the comedian spent time in Syracuse, New York, working on the movie Big Time Adolescence. But he didn't seem to like the city much.
Syracuse, you know, it's trash.
Worse than Staten Island?
Worse than Staten Island.
Oh, man.
Davidson called Syracuse trash and claimed it was worse than his hometown, Staten Island.
That I wished that when Hurricane Sandy hit Staten Island, it had finished the job.
Locals were not happy to have their city insulted by an outsider. Their backlash was severe enough to make Davidson's friends cancel a planned Syracuse comedy show. While the incident was unfortunate for everyone, we hope it doesn't discourage him from his characteristically blunt style of humor.
The reason Staten Island hates me is because I represent what they are. You know, a mentally ill community college dropout who got a Game of Thrones tattoo before watching the show.
Number 3. Birth control sabotage. It seemed like Davidson couldn't go a week without controversy cropping up around his relationship. On the 44th season premiere of Saturday Night Live, he spoke about his engagement on the Weekend Update.
I did. I got engaged, and no one could believe it, and I can't believe it, and yeah, I get it. She's the #1 pop star in the world, and I'm that guy from SNL that everyone thinks is in desperate need of more blood.
But when he joked about swapping Grande's birth control with Mint's in order to baby trap her and ensure the continuation of his now lavish lifestyle, he struck a nerve with some viewers. And the joke quickly turned sour.
Yeah, last night I switched her birth control with Tic Tacs. No, I believe in us and all. But, you know, I just want to, make sure that she can't go anywhere.
Tirades on Twitter attacked him for making light of abusive behavior, condemning the comedian as creepy and inappropriate. Number 2. Making fun of Kevin Love's panic attack.
He opened up about a panic attack he had during a basketball game, and he said it opened his eyes to how no one should be too proud to talk to a mental health expert if they need it.
Never one to let the dust settle before mining recent events for humor, Davidson was roundly criticized when he settled on an essay written by basketball player Kevin Love, detailing how a panic attack caused him to seek out counseling. To Davidson's credit, he began by expressing support for Love's decision to share. However, he then joked that his own mental issues were worse, and so the athlete really should have stayed in his lane.
I'm sorry you missed your three-pointer, Kev, but I've been in therapy since I was 6 years old, and I wanted to kill myself when I was 8. Tough news about your rebounds, though.
Some viewers felt the comedian used SNL to trivialize Love's panic attack, and that his approach distracted from the message that it's all right to talk about mental health issues. Number 1. His Manchester bombing joke. An Ariana Grande concert in Manchester was marred by tragedy in 2017. That same year, Davidson used the horrific event to make a joke during a stand-up set. According to audience members, the comedian implied Ariana Grande reached new heights as a celebrity because a terrorist never attacked a Britney Spears concert. The joke drew massive criticism online and from the victims' loved ones. When Grande addressed the controversy, she supported Davidson's right to create edgy humor, but still called the Manchester joke unfunny. Although Davidson has used comedy to talk about terrorism before, this joke came out way too soon. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.